Working online has really given me the impact. As a person living with different abilities, I've been able to interact and capture that aspect of being worth.
Mimi msichana Mturkana, mimi ni mwanabiashara nauza manguo ya wasichana. Siko najua kama unaweza toa hizo vitu uweke online, watu wajue uko na vitu. Sisi tunajua tulikuwa tumezoea maneno ya kuzungusha, unapiga mguu unazungusha, but through hii ajira tumejua kwamba kumbe vitu unaweza weka online na watu wajue na wakutafute online na uwauzie online na upate pesa vile umekaa hivyo. Hivyo ndio ajira imenisaidia mpaka na sasa.
In Kenya and globally, there has been growing evidence on digital job creation and economic opportunities. Hundreds of thousands of jobs are made available for gig workers through digital outsourcing marketplaces. This is known as the digital and gig economy and is continuously improving living standards of youth globally. However, according to the World Development Report in 2019, nearly 60% of African youth are unemployed. This staggering number means that many young people are unable to build their careers and are falling behind in terms of income growth.
Uko hapo una kazi ndio umemaliza shule saa hizo, uko na mtoto mdogo hapo, unafaa kumwangalia. Anyway, nilikaa tu nyumbani kulima shamba ya mboga, but came a point I became bored.
The government of Kenya, through the Ministry of Information, Communications and the Digital Economy, is in partnership with academia, development partners, and the private sector, developed and established the Ajira Digital Program to empower over 1 million young Kenyans by facilitating access to digital job opportunities while seeking to position Kenya as a choice labor destination for multinational companies, as well as engage local companies and public sector to create digital work.
The Ajira Digital Program aims to empower over 1 million young people with digital job opportunities, showcasing our commitment to revolutionize the economy through our digital economy.
Kenya is the gateway to the East African market of almost 500 million consumers, and Kenya, with its Silicon Savannah and super smart engineers, is the region's ICT hub.
So as government, we have embarked on an ambitious program of ensuring that we roll out a critical mass of digital skilling programs, targeting our youth and also targeting the Kenyan public.
The government digitization projects already create lots of variable micro work that can be completed by digital workers. The program introduces young people to digital and digitally enabled work by providing the tools, training, and mentorship needed to work and earn an income with dignity.
I am a mother of one and a single mother, that is. Before I knew Ajira, I could go and work for people just to get food on my table and the rest. So I decided to focus on online writing. The flexibility on the online platform has helped me at least support my siblings and start into farming.
The Ajira Digital Program is made possible through a consortium of partners strategically supported by the MasterCard Foundation.
So digital economy is part of the economic sector that the foundation is geared towards. Our vision is to enable young people acquire digital skills via training, opening them up to what the digital economy is, right? Enabling other sectors to ensure that we are driving social and transformational change, and also now enabling young people into work. And this is tremendous work that is being done not only by the foundation but also our partners, that's Immobilis and KEPSA. Key for us is how are we engaging young people, and particularly now young women, persons living with disabilities and refugees.
My name is Ken Mwenda Gikunda. I am the co-founder and managing director of Immobilis. We've been involved in major programs such as the Ajira Digital Program, with ourselves being on the supply side. So objective number one was really to help position Kenya as a top freelancing destination globally by giving young people the skills that they needed. What platforms exist around the world? How do you create a portfolio? How do you bid for work? And how do you improve your ratings such that you're then able to earn from these platforms? And the second objective being to help young people understand digital economy and get the skills that they needed through what we've called Program 1 and Program 2. A movement around online work was created through the program, and the idea being that there are these areas that they could tap into without being restricted by geography, by circumstance, and then along the way giving agency and voice to young people to be able to achieve their aspirations for their chosen area of work.
For KEPSA, our work has been to build this digital work ecosystem and to strengthen it so that then there can be sustainable digital work that is being generated and funneled to the economy so that young people can really work. And this stems from looking at digital platforms, the one that are providing labor locally and internationally, looking at SMEs and their needs for digital outsourcing, looking at business process outsourcing sector and its potential to create digital and digitally enabled work, as well as looking at other avenues like remote work as well as gig work. So we have a broad sweep in terms of how we support catalyzation of digital work.
In 2018, we actually launched a new strategy which is called Young Africa Works, where we're seeking to consolidate our work around one ambition, which is to enable young people to access dignified work in the digital economy. And that's where our partnership with Ajira comes in. So we have been working with eMobilis and we've been working with KEPSA to skill young people, to enable them to access dignified work. I mean, in this age, digital skills are paramount for so many things.
According to a TIFA 2023 survey commissioned by Ajira, over 16 million people know about the Ajira Digital Program and over 2.4 million Kenyans working online. To date, over 350,000 young people directly trained on digital and digitally enabled work readiness skills, a number which continues to grow year after year.
My life has really improved. I've become independent financially, and then sahi hata nimejibaya laptop ingine from my own money yenye nimework. So I decided to venture into the online work because of the training from Ajira tulikuwa tukua shule. It feels good to use your own earned money.
The program is anchored on 4 key strategic pillars: access to dignified work, access to infrastructure, training and mentorship, and awareness through building trust and confidence. The components of the Ajira Digital Program are designed to address the main challenges that hinder the youth from finding employment or benefit from digital job opportunities.
Digital skills are really becoming essential to participating pretty much in the economy. And so we want to ensure that young people are equipped for where the world is going in terms of finding work, in terms of the kind of opportunities that are available. So it's really critical to ensure that our young people have the skills to participate in the economic opportunities of the present and the future.
The Ajira AWS Restart is a job-specific training program created by Amazon Web Services, designed to provide individuals with little or no technical background with the skills and knowledge necessary to launch a career in the cloud computing industry.
We were able to start working with AWS to then do a training of trainers. We've now trained over 370, and we actually did our first alumni meetup where we had those who've gotten jobs coming to talk and inspire fellow alumni from across different cohorts to understand where the opportunities are and how they can also benefit.
It was actually my very first professional certification, and that certification has really opened very many doors for me. I am glad I got confidence to form Data Alma as a way of offering cybersecurity solutions to companies.
In the bid to provide digital infrastructure, the program has set up strategic Ajira Youth Empowerment Centers, where young people can access free digital tools, a safe working space, computers, training and skills, mentorship, as well as job linkages.
Now, unless you have a business, you sign in as an individual.
Belenia nilikuwa na rent. So nikaona hivi, for now, kuna kitu napata bana. And in transcription, you can get a lump sum of around 50,000, 40,000. So nikaona save na nikajua it's right time for me to have my own home. So first nikanunua plot. Nikajenga hii nyumba na nikaamua kumove na bibi yangu hapa hivi. And like always referring people to Ajira Center, whereby when you go there you can add something to your life.
So center ya IEC inanisaidia ku access machines, internet na community ya like-minded people wenye mnakuja mna share ideas na mna grow together kama community.
It has impacted a marginalized community, mostly from the informal settlement, because this center is right in the center of a number of informal villages.
Ajira is also working with various higher education institutions in the 47 counties and introduce students and faculty members within universities and TVET to digital and digitally enabled work opportunities.
The success stories of the trainees who have been in Ajira program since it started, they have benefited because they are getting jobs there. They are actually helping even their guardians or their parents.
Also in AIU Ajira Club, you will find peer-to-peer mentorship, the members of the club mentoring each other. And also the most important one, I've been able to earn through online working thanks to Ajira.
So far we have trained more than 500 students in Ajira, and with the introduction of the Ajira Computer Lab, we are envisioning that we can train every student that graduates from this college.
As government services and processes rapidly digitize, a surge of online work opportunities is emerging for the nation's youth.
Traditionally, judiciary is very manual. We needed to be effective in our processes, so we needed a pool of people. And so Ajira came at the right time, and I think we were able to hire a lot of people. So after evaluating that, we were now ready to start.
So what happens here is the judicial transcription. We impact the agents with transcription skills, which they undertake usually under a 1-month training, which has been able to give these young people an opportunity to work online.
And the model here was to look for business process outsourcing companies and then link young people who are trained through Ajira Digital Program to be able to offer services in judiciary, and at the larger scale of things, support judiciary instead over to automate and bring efficiency into their system.
Ajira Digital Program focuses on the private sector to create value and increase local availability of digital work for young people. By catalyzing digitization and digitalization of the private sector and supporting digital platforms, more young people are able to access job linkages and increase efficiency for the business.
I am the founder and CEO at Residence Technologies. We are building an addressing system to ease or to create a contactless online shopping experience for Kenyans and for Africa.
We came across Residence Technologies. They have been very pivotal in mission that we deliver to all clients on time in a very secure manner. It keeps our customers coming back. We are so happy.
Since I put my business online, I get more clients. That means that is more money. I plan to continue putting the videos online because I know I'll get more clients there.
Ajira Digital isn't just creating tech jobs, it's about opening doors for everyone. In line with its 70% focus on women, the program runs an initiative dubbed Ajira for She, which empowers young women, giving them mentorship and the skills to thrive in the digital workforce.
The main aim is to achieve a 70% women reach in terms of participants who benefit from the different programs. So in this particular case, Ajira for She initiative that we are particularly proud of because of the impact that it has achieved and that we have seen on the ground with young women, especially those from marginalized and ASAL regions.
I'm a Maasai, and in our communities, wasichana ni ngumu sana kupata job, but huku kwa online work like the Ajira, nilikuja kujua kuwa hakuna ubaguzi yoyote as long as you have the potential and you can do it.
Ajira Digital Program and online work has welcomed me as a person living with different abilities. They have introduced a module called Assistive Technology to help children living with special needs. I have been able to understand myself better because I've been able to help with basic needs for my family and other needs like paying my school fees. There's hope for each and every one of us who needs to be taught and who needs help and assistance in whatever way.
Even refugees find a home in Ajira, accessing support and opportunities to build new lives and careers in the digital world.
I'm a Ugandan by nationality and staying in Kakuma as a refugee.
I focus so much on data entry because we have many organizations who do like surveys, so they need people with skills on data entry. I'm a mother and I'm taking care of my kids. Through online jobs, it has improved my life a lot.
So we're not at the 70% yet, but we feel we've made some really good strides. When we took over 3.5 years ago, that number was about only 27% of those who are benefiting from the program were young women. That number, as of the last count, is 53% young women.
When we began in 2019, we had just 600,000 people working online. Right now in 2024, the latest survey points that we have 2.4 now million Kenyans earning through digital and digital enabled work. That's a humongous progress. If you look at it from last year, we have an additional 500,000 young people who've come to the digital economy looking for opportunities, and they're earning. Whether it's connecting young people to labor market information, that all is domiciled within our platform. And so young people can just go there, book a class, and then access training either directly through Ajira or Ajira partners.
So this public-private partnership has required us to be, number one, very agile, but number two, to build relationships and help NGCDF staff to understand the value of this program to youth in their communities. Because then they become champions and they help with the mindset shift, but only if they see it's improving their life. They have a confidence, they have an agency that they didn't have before. One of the things that's now been incorporated into the National ICT Master Plan and the new government's initiatives is the rollout of 100,000 kilometers of fiber optic cable, because of the understanding of how it can help young people, even at the ward level, get into e-commerce, how having internet access at markets, schools, how that all contributes towards economic activity and work.
Vijana wa Turkana, they have to know that there is a lot in online work.
This thing in favor everyone, plumbers, electricians, masonry, carpenters, and it is free of charge.